that is our chapter 2, we can say it, and information technology. And within information technology, that means chapter 2, we have 4 topics. What is hardware? And my sound is okay or not, sir? Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay. So within this chapter, we have 4 topics: hardware, software, data resource management, telecommunication, and network. So we know the hardware. What is hardware? Computer hardware includes the physical, tangible parts of component of a computer, such as a cable, CPU, monitor, keyboard, data storage, a graphic card, sound card, speaker, a motherboard, etc. The hardware is the part of computer component of this part of computer. So we can say that computer hardware include physical and tangible parts of component of a computer. By contrast of software is installed that can be stored with the run by within the hardware. So we can see that is the part of hardware here, motherboard, CPU, that means etc. is here, CPU, motherboard, graphics card is also the hardware. We can say here monitor, keyboard, here a scanner, also all of the hardwares. Computer system, and we can say that end user and enterprise computing, all computers are system of input, processing, output, storage, and control components. So all computers are the system of input, processing, output, storage, and control components. End user computing refers to a computer system and platform that are meant to allow non-programmers to create working computer applicable. End user computing, also we are also the end user. It is a complication of approach means to better involve and integrate an user and non-computing, etc. So for the system developed, if you see here, computer system is a complete working computer. We need it. This one here, it is also the hardware here. System is you need here, monitor, keyboard, speaker, and here microphone, mouse, etc. And within the monitor, this is screen is here. So if you go for the brief history of computer hardware, without computer, many technological achievement would not be possible at this moment. So the history of computer hardware here, we can say that continuing with a finger, we are counting in our finger. So start from that part. And first 1642, Pascal invented the first mechanical adding machine. And 1980, here Helmholtz, that means punch card system. And also 1911, merged with the competitor from the IBM. And ENIAC, Electronic Numerical Integrated and Calculator, 1946 invented. The world's first electronic digital computer is ENIAC, Electronic Numerical Integrator and Calculator, 1946. So is the, and 1950, transistors were invented and replaced the tube. That time, what ENIAC invented, that time it was the vacuum tube. And 1950, this tube, transistors were invented and replaced the tube. And 1958, integrated circuits that means chip at this moment we are using was invented. And 1970 to 1980, further minimization of the circuit, Apple computer, IBM PC, etc. So this way, the history of hardware and computer. If we see here, this is the different stage and different year, year after year. Now is the very small size, and also we are now using the laptop. So if we see also here in the year wise, we can say this way. Another thing, for example, 1940 start and continuing. So 1942, Mac fast, if we see here, this one, electronical computer using mechanical device. Its weight was 5 ton. It used about 750,000 parts. And 1943, electronic vacuum tube controlling electronic current through a vacuum and sealed container. And 1946 is ENIAC. This is the picture of ENIAC, the big size. First electronic high-speed general purpose computer using vacuum tube is the ENIAC 1946. And 1949, again, two things here, IDISC and IDIVAC, fast storage program computer. This is the picture of fast storage program computers. And 1951 is come UNIVAC and LEO, first commercial automatic computer. This is the picture. And from 1951 to 1958, where used vacuum tube as main logic element punch card, external, and rotating magnetic drum internally to store data and complied with the transform code. So this is the revolution of 1958, 51 to 58. And then 1959 to 1963, where used transistor with semi-microconductor as main logic element and magnetic tape and disks. The magnetic code to store data. So from the vacuum tube is replaced to the transistor. And 1962 to 1979, it's come where you use integrated circuit as logic element and magnetic core internal memories being given away to material oxide semiconductor is called MOS memory. They use silicon-based chip. And the year 1977, if we see, just this quality. Some big size, okay. So 1977, Apple, first highly successful mass product process, personal microcomputer designed by Steve. So it is the 1997 is the first personal computer. And 1979, so integrated circuit become a large scale and a very large scale. That means LSI and VLSIC, memory logic, and control circuit, that means CPU, where in microprocessor, they appeal to home. And at this moment, now that innovation is also day by day going for research and development, and size are minimizing day by day, also cost also. And 1981, IBM PC, personal computer, and MS-DOS, that is Microsoft DIX operating system, DOS operating system, so was developed. And in 1984, first Apple Mac computer, and by nowadays, so what we are seeing at this moment, all are the innovation that is start from the beginning of that. For example, our ENIAC. So is the history of computer. And now if we see the types of computer system, the types of computer system, we can say different types of, if we see the picture here, microcomputer, a supercomputer, mini computer, personal computer, a laptop, tablet, etc. We can say that. But basically, they're based on the size is categorized. So here, some are mainframe computer, some are mid-range computer, some are microcomputer. So we can say this way. We can basically categorize this way here. That means a microcomputer is a small size. That means personal computer, a network computer, technical workstation, personal digital assistance, information amplifier, etc. And mid-range system, networks server, microcomputer, web server, and etc. And mainframe computer is an enterprise system, and a supercomputer, transaction processor, supercomputer, etc. So here, mainframe computer, the speed is high, processor is speed high, RAM is huge, approximately cost is huge, etc. So we can say mainframe computer is there. So we can say that there are different types of computer based on the size, shape. We can categorize in 3 types. One is a mainframe computer, another mid-range, another microcomputer. So a mainframe computer, what is this? A mainframe computer, informally called the mainframe or a big iron, is a computer used primarily by large organizations for critical application, huge data wire processing, that types of mainframe. So we can say that mainframe computer, the huge computer, that means that it could fill an entire room, can be happen that type of, even whole floor also. Mainframe computer can run multiple instructions of operating system at the same time, and mainframe are used primarily by large organization for critical application where huge data, big data are using and used for online data storage. Mainframe used for the transaction processing, also banking, airline, etc. Also our, if we see our national ID server, that means our election commission server, so there must be a mainframe computer that should use it for proper utilization of big data and for our proper service of the data. And micro computer system, that is personal computer. We are all we are familiar with that. So microcomputer or personal computer is the most important category for business and consumer. At this moment where we are taking our class for that personal computer also, and exit the power of many mainframe. So a workstation, that also the personal computer, microcomputer, that means what is workstation? Support the mathematical and graphical demand, a network server, computer terminal, network computers, information appliance, etc. within that microcomputer system. So if we see the example here, what is using in the business side, another multi-media heavy graph, that is for gaming PC, and a newcomer in future will come, that type of indication is saying there. It is the, what is the, that means we can say corporate PC criteria. What would be the corporate PC? Why laptop? instead of desktop? It is the question also. So why laptop instead of desktop? Because a laptop is movable. We can take it from one station to another. We can keep it with our in our side. We can use in a different spot, different space, different position. But a desktop should be fixed within a space. So that's why a laptop is very much usable than desktop. And why should a change of OS be destructive? That is operating system. What are the strength versus risks of cavalry versus wireless PC, etc. So here, if we see a mid-range mainframe and supercomputer system in different way, we can see mid-range system, popular as network server and microcomputer. So mid-range system are primarily high-end network server and other type of server that can handle the large-scale processing or many business application. And if we see mainframe system is a big one also, is a large, fast, and powerful, used for high transaction processing and complex computation, used by corporation and government agency also. And a supercomputer, extremely powerful and extremely high speed and massive that means a numeric computation. And the next wave computing, this is what is going on at this moment. So small size but huge power. And distributed grid computing, parallel computer over the network. The advantage is that persist noted and commonly economic scale and digitalization, that means lack of centralized control. So look here, if we are using laptop at this moment, my laptop also, if the office purpose we are using, also using the personal purpose. So there is no centralized control because if I'm taking the data from my office side, office server, and if I use it, utilize it a different way, so it can be happen as an official purpose. There is no secrecy. So it is that's the problem also. That's why US said that that means that is a BOD maybe, bring your own device. So it is also a policy of the organization. Sometimes in the US or the European Union, they are doing that type of employee, they bring their device from their home. So they have the policy also, which that means data they be able to use or that means have to keep in their office also. So that type of policy in Western country, but we have no that types of policy. But in our central bank, for the bank purpose, we have the policy of ICT policy. Also, we have the national ICT policy, and each and every organization, they should adopt the policy for security purpose. The computer system concept, if we see here, how computer work, what the system they're using. Look here, a computer system is a set of integrated devices that input, output, process, and store data and information. And computer systems are currently built around the list of one digital processing device. There are 5 main hardware components in a computer system. So it's your objective question. You know, in your you would be the first batch who have to sit for the exam in online exam. So they look here. This is there's a computer system. The component of computer system here 5 main components. One is input, another processing, storage, output, and communication device. This 5 that means components of computer system. So if we see here, input, look here, input device enter data and instruction into the CPU, central processing unit. So how we can input it? We can input through the keyboard, we can input through the mouse, we can input through the touch screen, we can input optical scanner, we can input from the voice recognition. So this is the input device, and this is the input as a component of a computer system, number one. And then this input go to the central processing unit, CPU. There, two units is there. Within central processing unit, CPU, there are two units. One is control unit, another is arithmetic logic unit. So control unit is that interacted the instruction and directs the processing. And arithmetic logic unit perform arithmetic operation and makes comparison. And that also within the system bars, we have the memory devices here. Here is, we can say a primary memory, that is a storage memory, store data and program instruction during processing, and also cache memory and a special purpose processor using within this component, and secondary device, that is secondary stored device, that is a magnetic disc, tab, optical discs, etc. are the secondary storage device, and store data within this secondary storage device and a program for processing. And if we see the output, this is the output. That's from the output device, communicate and record information. How we can take the output? We can see in our monitor. It's also the output. Monitor also the input-output both device. So within the monitor, we are visualizing that the answer is there. And also if we print it, so we will get the hard copy. So it's also the output device. And also audio response, that is sound, also physical control device. And also if we present it through our, that means through the, present kori je, we can see it in our, through the presentation also. PowerPoint presentation also is the output device. So here we can say that the component of computer system are five: input, process, store, output, and communication device. So here, a computer is a system of hardware device organized according to the following system function. Number one, input. So input device of a computer system include computer keyboard, touch screen, pens, pen drive, pens, electronic mics, and optical scanner. They convert data into electronic from the direct entry to through a telecommunication network into a computer system. And within that, with the processing, the CPU is the main processing component of a computer system. And conceptually, the circuit of CPU can be subdivided into two major subunits. One is arithmetical logic unit, another is control unit. So this we have seen here, CPU. So within this CPU, it is a total main processing unit of computer, and this unit also divided to two sub unit. One is control unit, another is an arithmetic logic unit. So here saying this one is here. So the electronic circuit known as the resistor of the arithmetic logic unit, LU, perform arithmetic and logical function requires executive software instruction. So this is the CPU structure of CPU. And if we see the output device of a computer system include video display. It can be printer, audio response unit, it can be uh, this display also. They convert electronic information produced by the computer system into human intelligible from the presentation to end user. And if we see a store, the store function of a computer system displays the store circuit and computer a primary unit and storage unit that also we can say memory and support by the secondary unit that we have seen. And control, the CPU is the control component of a computer system. It's register and circuit interrupt software instruction and transmit direction that control the activity of the other component of computer system. And if we see the computer processing speed, nowadays the day by day speed is going high. So here we can say that how fast the computer system, early computer processing speed were measured in millisecond. Millisecond means thousands of a second, and microsecond, billion of second. Now computer operation of the nanosecond, that means billions of a second. So if 1 second, if we divide by 1 billion number, then it's come nanosecond. So range with the picosecond also. So divide by the trillion also. This types of speed is coming on at this moment. So from the early and now, there is huge difference at this moment. So here we can say that so speed is divided, is going on. So is the Maslow, and a computer peripheral input output storage technology. So what is this? A peripheral device is generally defined as any auxiliary device, such as a computer mouse or keyboard. That means the item not built in or including with the computer system, we can include is through the device. That type of item or device, we can say a peripheral device. So here saying that keyboard, mouse, that connects to and works with the computer in some way. Other examples of peripheral are expansion, that means where we are extended the card, so graphic card, and image scanner, tab device, microphone, loudspeaker, webcam, and digital camera. All are the peripheral device. Peripheral is generally named as input. It can be input, can be output, can be storage, etc. So input device, we have seen our input device as keyboard, mouse, light pen, touch screen, etc. And input technologies. What is technology? It is the device and it is the input technologies. So input technology, that means speech recognition system, understand the spoken command and word, and distinct speech recognition, continuous speech recognition. If you know at this moment, if you go to the Google and go to the website of translation, and that means if you open the mic and just speak in your Bangla and convert into English, you can write your all thing within this window. So you do not need to type here, but few correction is here. And also in the Bangla, we are very much not that we are not familiar to typing in Bangla. You also me, we are familiar in English, but government organization all are using Bangla. All notes, all board memos, everything, all report, everything is in with Bangla. So as we do not typing in Bangla, so how I can communicate to our management? So Google is helping us. At this moment, I am also using that, just speaking in Bangla, and that is go for fully record there and keeping that is copying all data and taking the word, just that was size it for the business purpose. So we can say that it also a technology, is also input technology and giving us the output. So speak, that means voice recognition, etc., and optical scanner convert text or graphic to digital input for direct entry and source document. So some advice, that means a device, peripheral are, that means here monitor, printer, scanner, that is the checklist, hard disk drive, CD, DVD drive, backup system, etc. is taken from your reference book also. So pen-based computing, here is the handwriting recognition, that so you can write it in the through the touch system, and other through the we can write it also is the recognized thing. So here mouse, different types of item at this moment. And here many PID access pen-based input also, just writing here. So pen-based computer technology is still being used in the many handles, computer and personal digital assistant. And some are speech recognition system and optical scanner. So this is the optical scanner device, read text and graphics and convert them into digital input for your computer. For example, if you find that means a PDF file, you can convert it in your Word file. So it would be easy for doing the work because if you can rectify it. So that's why we also need that type of a scanner also. If you scan it and it's converted to optical character recognition, is called OCR. If we convert it into OCR, so you can change the word, you can rectify it. So this is the optical scanners positive thing. So other input technology are, we know magnetic scan, smart card, digital camera also, and MIC here used in banking industry. And output technology, if we see, computer provide information in a variety of forms. Sometimes video display and printed document have been and still are most common form of output from computer system. Here is the video output also, and a printed output through the printer, and a storage trade-off. Data and information must be stored until needed. Used a variety of storage method. So here, if we see the storage picture is here, storage media cost, speed, and capacity trade-off. Now cost and also sometimes faster, and the speed is faster, but increase in the capacity of stored media. So if we see here a primary storage here, secondary storage here. So here magnetic tape and optical discs and magnetic discs all are using for the secondary storage. And a second semiconductor memory using the primary storage within the CPU, central processing unit. Here, increase the access speed, increase storage capacity, that means cost and byte of the increase, etc. divided. So direct and indirect sequential access. What is this? Direct access and random access are the same concept. Local address of the storage device and go directly to the location for the data access. If we see here, we are using the Google storage. If you know the storage, just input the address and go to the dash storage. So it is the direct access. And from their data, you can download it, you can save it, you can keep it, also you can upload it. So it is the direct access. And sequential access, all types of device are serial. That means device must be read and record at the time from the data until the destroyed data is found. So it's some the sequence that is part by part. First time it read and write data, then it goes for direct access storage device. So and secondary, that means semiconductor or memory, if we see semiconductor memory is called here. One is RAM. We know it, random access memory is volatile, maybe read and overwritten. Overwritten, that means within the data, you can write on that data. And ROM, read-only memory, is non-vital, non-volatile, maybe read, but not overwrite on or erase. That means the data within the ROM, we can erase it. We can overwrite on that data, but within the RAM, we can overwrite data on data, and also we can, that means here, can be erased also, RAM. But ROM is restricted, cannot erase the data of ROM. And a computer storage fundamental, if we see, this is the vital thing for us. And from this word, we will get huge number of objective in your question, next question, inshallah. So binary representation. What do you mean by binary representation? Binary, that means two states, on or off, plus or minus, positive or negative, 0 and 1. We know the binary digit is 2, 0 and 1. So what is the bit? Bit means binary digit, either 0 or 1. So what is byte? Byte means grouping of bits. Basically, 8 bits make a byte. 8 bits make a byte. What is ASCII? It is the formalized code determination where byte values represent which character. So ASCII meaning, I will put the meaning of the ASCII here. So storage capacity, nowadays, storage capacity also we know it at this kilobyte, KB, we say, megabyte, MB, but we are very much familiar GB, gigabyte, and also TB, terabyte. So it is the capacity of a storage, data capacity, a digital data capacity of a storage, that means gigabyte, terabyte, megabyte, etc. The unit. Magnetic disks. Hard drives are the most common form of the secondary storage. So redundant area of independent disks means RAID. Storage interconnected groups of hard drives, fast speed and fault tolerant, that means redundant backup. So it is the hard drive of magnetic disk, and here the representing character in the bytes. So look here, representing characters of bytes. ASCII code, that means character 0, ASCII code is this one, 0011 and 1111. And 1 means this way is the character ASCII code. Character A is ASCII code is that, this one. So we will discuss later on also through what is the ASCII code. And now the magnetic tape and optical discs. Magnetic tapes, slow speed, but inexpensive for large amount of backup. And optical discs, we know is CD-ROM, CD writing ROM, DVD-ROM. That was etc. And CD, RW, that's mean read and write, both DVD read write, maybe erase and rewrite. So it is the optical disc. And radio frequency identification, we can say, for regular identifying a mobile operation, here provide information to a vendor when frequently that is passive, no power source, derives power from the reader signal, active, that means self-power, etc. is the radio frequency that are using your radio or mobile technology. So the computer system concept, we can say very shortly here. A computer system of information processing component that perform input, processing, output, storage, and control function. Its hardware component include input and output device, a central processing unit, we can say it CPU, and primary and secondary storage. So here, optical disks derive capability of CD-ROM, CD, etc. all are describing here. And computer system, microcomputer used as the personal computer, network computer, personal digital assistant, and a technical workstation, and information application, and a mid system also using in the scientific application, and also the most powerful network. And mainframe computer is very large, very costly, very powerful, and uses the bigger than midframe. So this is the computer system, we can say. They're usually faster, have more memory capacity, and can support more network, use device, etc. And supercomputer are the special category computer. So it is the computer hardware we are describing here. If you just look within this only here, what's we are discuss here. So here we discuss hardware, and we here understand the identifying of history of hardware, its trend, development, etc. Storage, input, output. Here we identify the major, a micro, mid, and mainframe computer. We identified the computer peripheral input, output, storage, computer system, etc. And we have seen computer hardware. We have seen the brief history of computer hardware. We have seen the types of computer, mainframe, midframe, and microcomputer. We have seen the that means mainframe computer, microcomputer, personal computer, etc. And computer system concept we have seen here. There are 5 main components of a computer system: input, processing, store, output, and communication device. And we describe it here, but it's shortly. And we have seen and different types of output technology, input technology, and we have seen the storage, RAM, ROM, and also we have seen the computer storage. Fundamental, we have seen here what is binary, what is bit, what byte, etc. And this is the from the chapter. Now we are just for our understanding what we learn from here. So look here, this is the pattern that would be happen in your next exam, online exam. So here we start from 30. It's mean that there are 29 question is upper one. So we will go there, but just for this understanding, just within the chapter for clearing. So I think we should start from 1. We go. So you know your next exam probably would be the online exam. You must be the first batch also for exam. So from the previous chapter, here we summarize few MCQ. So we have to answer it. There are alternative A, B, C. You have to put the right answer, and there are the answer. Most are the similar. Sometimes it can be the very similar. So that is the critical problem is that if you do not answer the right one, so you would lose the marks. But in your handwriting, when we are that is written exam, there we will get few marks, no 100%, but we will get few marks. But here, if you your answer is no correct, that means then you will not get the marks. So look here, a human. What is the question here? It is the model, that means a human order taker can be bypassed when using A or N, that means automated system, management information system, decision support system, transaction processing system. What would be the answer? A, B, C, or D? Can volunteer someone? Do you understand, sir? But real answer is transaction processing system. So what is that? A human order taker can be bypassed when used transaction processing system. It is the basically answer more or less similar, but real answer is transaction processing system. And if we go number 2, proceed data is called what? Proceed data is called, that is you work on data. So it's record, field information. It must be information. Okay. So let's see the answer. Answer is here written. Okay. Sorry. If we see the answer, yes, answer is D, information. So this is the type of question. And come here. The dash can help you choose a product. So what would be the answer? A, B, C, D, A, management information system, transaction processing system, decision support system, office automation system. Can help you choose a product. What? Okay. Let's see the answer. What is it? Answer C, decision support system. The decision support system can help you choose a product. That means how we can choose our product. Decision support system, it is the logical thing that can be the help to choose the product. Now number 4, dash is the most basic element of a data. So what is the basic element of data? Field, record, character, database. What would be the answer? What is this? Yes, you are right. Thank you. So answer is character. At its mean you, this is basically 1 marks. So you got the marks. So character is the most basic element of data. And number 5, and intranet, not internet, intranet that is accessible by outside workers. So what? MIS, firewall, extranet, and internet. What would be the answer? Let's see. Internet. Where is shall I there? An intranet within the organization that is accessible by outside worker. An intranet that is accessible by outside workers. Here answer saying C, extranet. Yes. So I think the answer pattern is, I think it should be in blank here. Like, okay. And if we see 6, which of the following information system are used in the daily running of a business? So OTP, we know what is OTP. Sometimes we can say one-time password system, TDS, OS. That means here answer is B. That means TBS, transaction processing system. So which of the following information system are used in a daily running of the business? So transaction processing system is the operating system are used in the daily running of the business. Which of the following is an EIS? So here, external information system, extended information system, electronic experience system, and executive information system. So we have, basically, we can say that it is the
D.
Executive. Yes, you are right. D is the correct answer. Executive information system. And 8, to determine demand for internet service in a market, companies should survey what? So to determine demand for internet service in a market, companies who are the internet provider, how they should survey. With that means here difference percentage of have access of the internet, percentage that purchase online, percentage that use the internet, to information, their buying decision, all of that. So what would be the answer? We can say
all of them, sir.
All of them. Yes, you are right. So all of the that means a survey, a company survey by the demand of the market for the internet by that all item. So if we see here 9 or 10, is go 2 page also. Which of the following system component is responsible for ensuring that the system is working to fulfill its objective? Output, processing, feedback, control.
Control, sir.
Yes, you are right. Control is the item. So in terms of the system, finished product and information are example for feedback, control, processing, output. What would be the answer?
Output. Sir, output.
Yes, answer D is output. In 11, which of the following describe exchange between a system and the system, or a system and any external agency? Interface, supersystem, environment, and subsystem. Answer is
system, sir.
Interface.
Oh, sorry.
Interface describe exchange between a system and the system, or a system and any external agency through the interface. And a system, number 12, a system that respond to change in the environment and modify its operation according to known as a deterministic system, closed system, and adaptive. So if we see the answer is here, answer C, an adaptive system. You are 100% right. They can adapt adaptive system. 13. Which category of computer-based information system is concerned with supporting the functional area of an organization? A strategic information system, expert system, end-user computing system, business information system. Our answer would be here, business information system. If we see number 14, in terms of the resource that support information system, the procedure used by the people are example of hardware resource, people resource, data resource, and software resource. We know that as the component of the resource, types of the resource also. The answer would be, what would be answer, sir? Software resource, yes. 15. So here, আপনারা কি বিরক্ত হচ্ছেন নাকি না? আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, বললেন বিরক্ত হলে থামাই দেবো। So here, number 15, we are seeing that which of the following defines the scope of a system? A scope of a system, feedback mechanism, interface, boundary, process. What would be the answer? We know that all systems have the boundary, and here really boundary is the scope of the system, that where the work can be done with that boundary. 16, which category of the computer-based information system is concerned with improving efficiency by applying information technology to common administrative tasks, such as creating business document? একটু আজান হচ্ছে, আমরা একটু আজানের জন্য একটু অপেক্ষা করি স্যার। যে here, which category of computer-based information system is connected with improving efficiency by applying information technology to common administrative tasks, such as creating business document? So here, answer is B, office automation system. Is number 16. Now, if we see the 17, information activities and transaction of the organizations are here management level system, knowledge level system, strategic level system, operational level system. Here sees that information system that monitor the elementary activities. So what would be the answer, sir? Yes, you are right, operational level system. So if we see 18, deciding where to locate a new production facility is an example of a manufacturing and production information system operating at the operational, management, knowledge, and strategic level. That means which level mentioning that is saying that strategic level. Decide where, that means strategic level. If we go for 19, assembling a product, identifying customer, and hiring employees are transaction, phases, business process, and business function. What would be the answer? Is the business process. So it's the more or less similar, but answer is that. So enterprise system support. Enterprise system support, manufacturing process, financial and accounting process, human resource process, all of the above. So answer All of the above. It is the, that means we're expecting the answer is the D. Yes, all of the above. Now, if we see 21, dash, where the original type of information system developed to support managerial decision making. What is that? Management information system, decision support system, management tasking system, staging information system. We can say it can be A or B. So answer is A. You are 100% right. So management information system, where the original type of information system developed to support managerial decision making. An information system, what is that? Collection of data. A collection of data. So let's see the answer. Yes, you are. Oh my God, a process data. The answer, look here. So answer is a proceed data. Information, that means a proceed data. That means আমরা যে ডাটার উপরে কাজ করে ফেলেছি, এটা হচ্ছে information. Then more or less it is the similar, but look here, the information is a proceed data. If the ICAB sets up a web-based information system that faculty could access to record student grade and to advise student, that would be an example of an what the CRM, intranet, ERP, etc. So it would be intranet. Yes. Let's see what's answer say. Oh yes, no answer. Answer is here. Yes, intranet. To improve the performance of a business process, which of the following is most relevant? To improve the performance of a business process: input, processing, control, and feedback output. What would be the answer? Control and feedback. So, but sometimes is we can say that processing also is a fundamental thing. Input, output, all are the similar, but in this cases, control and feedback. And if we go 25, dash is any business related exchange such as payment to employees, sales to customer, or payment to supplier. Input, data, e-commerce, a transaction. What would be that? Answer, transaction. And dash is the term of the encompassed all from the technology used to create, store, exchange, and use information in its various forms. Computer technology, network, client server, information technology. What would be the answer? Answer is information technology. And number 27, dash is an electronic device which convert raw data into meaningful information. Hardware, software, compiler, and computer. So what? Computer. Within the computer, in an electronic device which convert raw data into meaningful information. And 28, dash is the utilization of technology to improve the realization of office function. Office automation. What would be the answer? Office automation. Number 1, but A is the office automation. And 29, the first stage of the problem-solving process is called the dash storage. During the storage, potential problems or opportunities are identified and defined. Choice, design, monitor, and intelligence. What would be the answer? Look, the answer is monitoring. Answer is monitoring. So how that call? The first stage in the problem solving process is called in the monitoring stage. During the stage, potential problems or opportunities are identified and defined in the monitoring stage. So this is that type of question. Now we are going for hardware part. So there we have discussed 29 numbers of MCQ. So I will take all MCQ, all blank something that will be the serial number at the from beginning to end. So that was 29. So now 30. So this way we'll continue chapter after chapter. Okay, sir. So here MCQ of hardware types. The hardware device commonly referred to as the brain of the computer. CPU. Yes, B, CPU, Central Processing Unit. And 31, when a bank teller use a computer terminal to know the balance in a computers. Terminal to know the balance in a customer's account. It is an example of what would be the answer? Online query. In 32, A dash is used to read handwritten or printed text to make a digital image that is stored in memory. Touchpad, laser, scanner, printer. What would be the written in the hand? Here said C, a scanner. A scanner is used to read handwritten or printed text to make a digital image that is stored in memory. So sometimes when we see that handwritten, our answer that time we will take that touchpad. Okay, but here is the meaning is different things. So handwritten or printed, all go for the through the scanner. We can make it as digital image that can be stored in our memory. So if we see 33, a device for changing the connection of a connector to a different configuration is, what would be that? A converter, an adapter, an attachment, a component. What would be the answer? Answer B, an adapter. You are right, adapter. In 34, peripheral device, so just we discuss, such as printers and monitors are considered to be what? Hardware. So this is this chapter's answer. It is the hardware. Okay. And if we see number 35, the other name of motherboard is, what is the central board, system board, computer board, mouse? What is motherboard? Other, it's a system board. System. And if we 36, the computer that control process and accept data in a continuous infinitive loop, feedback loop, data higher loop, data traffic, etc. What would be the answer? Here answer is B, feedback loop. Yes. So DSK was invented, and we have seen in our question that the chapter also. And also this taken from this reference. So what would be the answer? In which year this invented? It's invented in 1947. And 1946 invented ENIAC. So after invented ENIAC, and next year invented DSK. So here the period from 1976 to present is known as Which generation of computer? No, third. But answer is saying that fifth generation. But fifth generation is just now. That means, look here is the present. Yes, present. My main thing is present. So present, that means fifth generation. Speed of laser printer is measured which thing? So we should know that type of meaning also, I think. Yes, yes, later on I will put all the meaning. So answer is ppm. Yes. Secondary memory is also known as, what is that? Primary memory, secondary memory, auxiliary memory. What is that? Answer is auxiliary memory. Yeah. Index hole is related to hard disk, CPU, floppy disk, printer. Which hold the index? Which item in here hold the index? Answer is B, CPU index. What is the full form of IP? Internet protocol, intermediate protocol, internet processing, immediate processing. So internet protocol. If we see the answer, internet protocol. Dash is a program that accepts a symbolic language program, assembler, compiler, loader. What would be the answer? Here, assembler. So assembler is a program that accepts a symbolic language program. RAM stands for read-only memory, read access memory, etc. So what would be the answer? Yeah, here B, random access memory. In the 45, which of the following is used between CPU and RAM to speed up the processing power of CPU? What? Flash memory, yes. Oh. C, B. Okay, let's see what is the answer. B. So that type MCQ will come in your exam, and another thing you will come in your exam, another pattern is true false. So there sometimes can be logical sentence. It can be true or false. You have to answer it true or false. So look here, number one. In an era of steady rising cost, computer costs have been decreasing dramatically because of the rapid development of both hardware and software technology. So basically the sentence is true. There is no option, it's true. So answer is true. So if we go number two, a computer is a device capable to perform computation and making logical decision at a speed millions, that means even billions of times faster than human being can. That also be true. Yes. The computer programs that run on a computer are referred to as hardware. So it is true or false? False. You are right. And computer program guide the computer through orderly set of action specified by people called computer program. True. Then the arithmetic and the logic unit, ALU, is responsible for performing calculations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. It contains the decision mechanism that allow the computer, for example, to compare two items from the memory unit and determine whether or not, they are equal. So it is 100% true. Yeah. And if we see number 6, with high-level language, single statement can accomplish sub-essential tasks. What is true or false is also true. The cost per unit of primary memory is much less than the cost per unit of secondary memory. So what would be the answer? Is saying the true. The cost per unit of primary memory is much less than the cost per secondary memory. So secondary memory we are purchasing and adding with our device also. So it can be just, we should justify the answer also. So here another one, multi-programming involves the simultaneous operation of many jobs on the computer. The computer shared its resource among the job competing to that attention. What would be the answer? Is true. In 1981, IBM introduced the IBM personal computer. This quickly legitimated personal computer in business, industry, and government organization. It is also true. Machine language is the natural language of a particular computer. It is defined by the hardware designed to the computer. It is true. In a computer, an interrupted require is a hardware signal sent to the processor that temporarily stop the running program that allow a special program in interrupted handler to run instead. True. Read-only memory ROM, it is a non-volatile memory used to store permanent program used in certain computer components. True. A disk contains the core file of an operating system is used to boost up the operating system. What would be that? True. Computer, the basic unit of information in computing and digital communication. It's also true. Keyboard is used to represent a single alphabetic character, punch cut, mark, and other symbol. So what is saying? True. So this here also 15 numbers. So we will continue all that number that here 15 and another. So through chapter is chapter. So what time is it? Only 40. Do you require a few 5 minutes, 10 minutes, refreshment? Then we will start. Then we will start software. Okay, sir. So just 5 or 8 minutes. Okay, sir. Yeah. Yes. We are in module 2, or we can also say the chapter 2, and information technology. Here we know here 4 items here. One is hardware, software, data resource management, and telecommunication and network. And just to discuss the hardware, now we are going to discuss software. So what is software? We can say software is a program that enables a computer to perform a specific task as opposed to the physical component of the system, that hardware. So software is the general term for various kinds of programs used to operate and manipulate computers and their peripheral devices. And one common way to describe in the hardware and software is a way of software can be thrown as the variable part of a computer and hardware as the invariable part. So there are many types of category of software here. So if we see the space or that is where softwares are. So look here, if here hardware and here user, so between that here system, operating system and application system or application software. So this operating system also the software and application system also the software. Types of software. If we see at this moment, worldwide different types of software. Some are free software. Look here, the picture all here inserted, all are the free software. You can download from the website. All are the free. This software, but real software, that means we are using in our office and other thing, is the costly, or also we have to pay it. That type of free software we're using at this moment, the major type and function of application software and system software available to computer user. The types of software we will encounter depends on primary and the types of computer and network that we use on the specific tasks for our that we want to accomplish. So if we see the types of software, we can see this one. This is the types of software. We can say there are two types. One is system software, another is application software. Is the broader sense. So we know the software. Software is a set of programs that governs the functioning of computer. So if you just think about this structure, this scenario, then all thing is within this scenario. So what is software? Software is set of programs that governs the functioning of computer. Let's see whether we are recording or not. Okay. So this software, generally two types, major part, and this one is system software, another is application software. So system software is control the internal computer operation within the system. And this system software, we can say there are two types of system software. One is system management program, another is development software. So system management software are operating system, device, drivers, and system utilities. This makes all the system management software is a system software. And development software, that's mean programming language, language translator, linker, loader, etc. is developing software within the system software. And if we go for application software, so what is application software? Application software carries out necessary operations for a specific application to function. Is called application software. So application software, we can categorize by two ways. One is general purpose, another is specific purpose. So general purpose application softwares are, for example, word processor, presentation, that is we are using it, spreadsheet, image editor, etc. is the general purpose application software. And a specific purpose, that means specifically using the software, and different company in different software is using, that means sometimes, that means look here, renovation software, attendance software, billing software, report card generator software, etc. the application software, based on the necessity of the organization. So clearly we can say that a set of programs that governs the functioning of computer, we can say it is software. And logically, software, broad sense, two types: system software, application software. And system softwares are that software that control the internal computer operation, and application software as carried out necessary operation for a specified application to function. So this is the software, and look here, application software for end user. What is the space? Look here. If we see this yellow color is the hardware, and outside of yellow color is the system software. This system software is the operating system, tools and utilities, etc. And application system, all other are the application system. So here, application software include a variety of programs that can be subdivided into general purpose and function a specific application category. So general purpose application software, what is this? What is that? So general purpose application software or program that are programs that perform common information processing jobs for end users. For example, we can say what processing, especially that means we are using Excel, we are using PowerPoint presentation, that means TPP, etc. All are the database management and graphics program are popular with microcomputer users for home, education, business, personally, businessly, scientific, and many other purpose. It is the general purpose application program. And productivity package here said this significantly increase the productivity of end user. They are sometimes known as productivity package. Other example include web browser, email, groupers, which help support communication and collaboration among groupers and types. In addition, common way, the classifying software based on the software was developed. Here we can say customer software. So what is customer software? Is the term used for identifying software application that are developed within an organization for use by the organization. Developed within the organization for use by the organization. And that means own, customized, own software. In other words, the organization that retains the program code is also the organization that use the final software application in context. So another, cost software. So what is cost software? Cost means an acronym that stands for commercial, that is codes means commercial of the shelf. It means cost software is developed by the intention of selling the software in multiple copy and user of the property. That means multiple copy code software. So in this case, the organization that writes the software is not the intended to target audience for its user. And several characteristics are important when describing codes software. First, as a stand for our definition, that means code that are sold in many copies. With minimal charge, that is very cheaper, beyond scheduled update release. Purchase of core software generally have no control over the specification, schedule, evaluation, or access to the either the source code or the internal document. Example of course application as many are enterprise resource planning, and they are using Workday, Workforce, SAP, Salesforce, PeopleShape, Oracle Finance, etc. It's called the course application software, selling the many copies. So also we can say that an overview of computer software that we describe, but note that the major type of example of application system software, we know the computer software, there are two types, application and system. So application means that That will also we said the system means that manage and support operation of computer system and network, and application software perform information processing tasks for end user. And also system software, we have seen system management program, system development program. And system management, that means operating system, network management program, database management system, application service, system utility, performance and security monitors. And system development program, programming language translator, programming editor and tools, computer-aided software engineer, package, etc. And application software, also two types we have seen previously, and general purpose and application space. General, that means software suite, web browser, electronic mail, word processing, spreadsheet, database managers, presentation graphics, personal information, etc. And the application specific for the business purpose, accounting software, transaction processing, customer relationship management software, enterprise resource planning software, electronic commerce, etc., science and engineering software, education and entertainment software, etc. So here, the open source software. So what is open source software? Sometimes we are saying OSS. The newest innovation in software developed is called open source software. In this approach, developers collaborate on the development of an application using programming standards that allow for anyone to contribute or develop to the software. Open source software. That means a lot of programmers contributing for the system, and anyone can contribute to develop the software. So is the open source software. Furthermore, as each developer compiler here project, the code for the application, business application, free to anyone else who wish to use it. So is the open source software also free? Sometimes can be cost, but why open source software day by day is going for popular? And open source software, why we'll use it? Sometimes is the cost reduction for reducing the system software cost, and quality improvement can increase, a quick time to market is come, and full ownership and control can be happen, and drive innovation with rapid pace, no vendor link, great flag. For example, if we go for purchase any software, so we have to pay annual maintenance charge for each and every software. But few software, if you go for if you purchase it, you do not need to pay the annual maintenance. For example, if you purchase Tally software, so the ownership of that software you will get lifetime. No need for your annual maintenance fee. Do not need to pay the annual maintenance fee. 100% ownership you here. But look here, another sound system, SAP, $1 billion have to pay, and yearly you have to pay the annual maintenance fee. So that's why open source software sometimes is going for popular, and here no vendors link in. It's the great flexibility, a broad perspective, more eyes on the code, integration and customize are easy to modify and enhance. Collaboration approach gives better solution, community support. So it is that's why open source software we are choosing. So here, business application software, function specific application software within the business application software. Thousands of function specific application software packages are available to support a specific application of the end user in business and other fields. We can set the example the business application software support the re-engineering, automation, business processes, strategy, business application. Also, we can say customer relationship management, CRM. Also, you have the specific chapter also, and enterprise resource planning and supply chain management. Also, you have the separate chapter in the fifth chapter also. So here, other example of software package that web-enabled electronic commerce application are applied to the functional area of business, like the human resource management or HR software and accounting software. Is still other software is using. So if you see computer hardware, they're using the system software. Within the system software, operating system and file management tool, assembler, and also here compiler utility within the system software. And the application software we are using as spreadsheet, graphics, database, some word processing, communication, etc. And a business application is the Oracle Business Suite software from taking from here. So Oracle Business Suite, here advanced planning, e-commerce, finance, etc. And business intelligence using contract exchange, etc. So now software suite and integrated package. So what is software suite? The most widely used productivity package come bundled together as software suites such as Microsoft Office, Lotus, Chrome Perfect, Sun, Star Office, and their open source product, Open Office. Examining their component give us an overview of the important software tools that we can use, increase our productivity. So it's the software suite with the Microsoft Office. Within the Microsoft Office, we know we have the MS Word, MS Excel, MS the PowerPoint, MS. Also, we have the MS Office. Within the MS Office, there are a lot of programming is here. So within that program, so Microsoft Office is also a software suite. The basic program component of top 4 suites are here. If we see the program, word processor, here for the Word, MS Word, Microsoft Office MS Word, is Lotus calls the Words Pro. That means also that's have a sound system course writer. Especially where in the Microsoft we know the Excel, but Lotus 1 to 3, etc. So this way PowerPoint is the graphics thing. Microsoft is called PowerPoint. Lotus saying that freelance. And database management in the Microsoft Office is Access, and Lotus Approach. And personal information management, Outlook, we are using the for emailing here, and Lotus using the organizer. So this is the different types of organization, different software suites. Each suite integrated software package for word processing, especially presentation graphics for the PowerPoint presentation we are using, database management, and personal information management. Microsoft, Lotus, Coral, Sun, etc. That they have the bundle of software. So example include for internet access, email, web publish, etc. electronic, and also the software suite cost less than the total cost, and graphical user interface using there. And software suite, advantage of software suite is that software suite also share common tools such as spell checking and helper, etc. So here integrated package versus suite, we can say in the software suite versus integrated package. So look here, we are using this type of, that is user, graphics interface, display, panel, and integrated package versus suite. What is this? Software suite contain common productivity tools in one package. And it was a limited functionality, but usually cheaper than the integrated package, often a bundle with the new PC. Within the PC, where we are purchasing PC or laptop, all thing within the PC, they integrated with the PC, installed in the PC. An integrated package, there is special productivity application that are bundled together and sold at the discount rate. The application are integrated, that is have a common interface and can be export import data between apps. So if we see another one, software as a service, SaaS, we can say, now we are using it. Distribution model, software as a service is a software distribution model in which a third-party provider hosts application and makes them available to customers over the internet. SaaS is one of the three main categories of the cloud computing. So what is cloud computing? This is the three category cloud computing: logistic interface as a service. Here, interface as a service and platform as a service. So here, three things. Number one, infrastructure as a service. The cloud, using that, using the CPU through the cloud, that means disk drive, network, data center, etc., is the infrastructure as a service, and platform as a service, that means development and runtime tools and environment using through the that means cloud, a software as a service, application, enterprise apps, desktop apps, mobile apps, etc. The software as a service. So this three item is a cloud computing category, three category. Web browser, the most important software component for many computer use today is the web browser. We know we have the Microsoft Explorer or the Mozilla, etc. Mozilla Fire is the web browser, and word processing, desktop publishing, and electronic spreadsheet, presentation graphics. We are using the PowerPoint present, etc. And also personal information management, PIM. Look here. Personal information management is a popular software package for end user productivity and collaboration, as well as popular application for the personal digital assistance, PDA, handle device. Various personal information management such as Lotus Organizer, Microsoft Outlook, etc. Also, Google also helping that type of thing, also giving the storage, organized way, video conference, everything within there. So is the, and groupware, this means within the group. The groupware is a software that helps groups, that means working groups, work group, and team collaborate to accomplish group assignment. So here, software alternative, we can say many businesses are finding alternative to acquiring, installing, and maintaining business application software purchase from software vendor, or developing and maintaining their own software in-house with their own software developing place. So here it has a software alternative, and they're taking the within the own programmer, they're creating or developing new software and use within the organization. Cloud computing, look here, one of the most recent advantages, and computing a software delivery called cloud computing. So if you see here the picture, cloud computing here, within the there are some are public clouds, some are private clouds, some are hybrid. This combination of public and private. That means private, fully owned, public that for the all, and that cloud also can be hired or can be rented also. We have to pay the fee also. And cloud computing, we are using server, storage, few apps also, application, database, etc. So cloud computing is a style of computing in which software, in some cases, virtual hardware, virtual software, virtual storage, etc. through the cloud. And licensed software, we have to pay the money for the licensed software, and all organization, all business organization, they are using the licensed software for security purpose. So here, licensed software, different types of software here. And system software overview. So system software consists of programs that manage and support the computer system and its information processing activity. So here, look here, if you see, here is the computer hardware in the middle side, and system management and development. This is the system software, and some general purpose and application purpose application software. Here a user, and here the end user, both sides. So it's also described there. So system software, we can say system management program, operating system, operating environment, database management system, system support program, system utility, performance monitor, security monitor, system development program, program language translator, etc. An operating system, we have seen the operating system is a package of any computer is operating system, the most important system. An operating system is an integrated system of programs that manage the operation of the CPU, control the input, output, storage, source, and activity of the computer system. We know it. So here operating system is interlinked with all system. So here operating system function is there. Here resource management, task management, file management, utility management, all are the working user interfaces. We can say there are user interfaces in the part of the operating system that allow us to communicate with, we can load program, access file, and accomplish other tasks. There are three types of interface. One is command driven, another menu driven, another graphics user interface. So these three items is user interface. Microsoft Windows know it, and Unix, Linux, open source software we have seen, OSS. So is the growing and beyond the Linux operating system. And it is the open source, the software is the closed source software. This open source, closed source. The open source licensing is defined with the following character. The license shall not restrict any part from the selling or giving in the way software as a component of the aggregated software distribution. So is the few thing, and application virtualization and other system management program. Here, there are many other types of information system management software beside operating system. This is database management system, network management program, is the separate operating system also. That type of system comparing here IBM in main difference way. And programming language, we know, to understand the computer software, we need the basic knowledge of the role the programming language play in the development of computer programs. A programming language allows a programmer to develop the sets of instruction that constitute a computer program. Many different programming languages have been developed nowadays, and machine language is the first generation language. At the most basic level of a programming language in the early stage of the computer development, all programming instruction had to be written using the binary code unique to the each computer. This type of programming involved the difficult, but nowadays is the easy. So here the fourth level of programming language, machine language, is the high level language, basic, COBOL, etc. Assembler language, and fourth generation language comes here. So here the assembler language, high-level language, and fourth generation language, object-oriented language is the Visual Basic, C++, Java, etc. Also, that type of language is also, you can, if you go for a website, freely you can learn that type of language. I also know the Java programming. So you can, if you got the time in future, that type of, there are a lot of free website, you can learn that type of language for your own satisfaction. So here, Visual Basic, C++, Java, etc. the object-oriented language. So here, the example of the blanks, bank saving account object, current account, web language, here HTML we know is hypertext markup language. So it can be your objective also. HTML, what do you mean by HTML? Is the hypertext. Also XML, what is meaning of the XML, etc. And Java is an object-oriented programming language created by Sun Microsystem in the involving the programming the application for the World Wide Web, corporation, etc. Java is related to the C++ and Object-C programming language. So here, Java and Net, web service are the software component that are based on the framework of web and object-oriented standard and technologies for using the web and electronic link and application for the different user and different computer platform here. And programming software, if you see, various software packages are available to help programmers develop computer programs. Okay. So here, a language translator program. Computer program consists of set of instruction written in programming language, you know, that must be translated in language translator. So into the computer, language translator. Into the computer's own machine language before they can be proceed or executed by the CPU. And programming language translator programs or language processor are known as variety of them, and assembler translate the symbolic instruction. So this is the work of the doing here. Types of language translator here: assembler, compiler, and interpreter. So assembler, what is they doing here? We will discuss later on again with this picture also. So in the chapter software, we just for fundamental review, we can see that type of objective type question that may become our exam, that type of evaluation can be happen. So here we have discussed 45 number MCQ and before, now 46. So we are continuing here. So software of computer means what would be the answer? Magnetic disk, electronic program, interface between operation and machine. What would be the answer, sir? Yes, interface between operator and machine. And if we say 47, a set of pre-recorded instruction executed by a computer is called what? Yes, you are right. It's the program. And 48, operating system is software used for operation of the system. Closed system plus the what would be the answer? Answer would be A. Again, yes. Yes, software used for operation for the system. 49, application software is, what would be the answer? Menu derived in a specific software for a specific operation, software for programming, printing device, etc. What? B, software for a specific program. Yes, thank you. Then if we go 50, when a bank use business performance management software to monitor its performance in different reasons, these reduce costs, management risks, add value, create a new opportunity. What would be the answer? Manage risks, right? And what software organization managers and process business data concerned with inventory, customer, and vendors. That is customer-oriented, data management-based software, store, and grid computing. What would be the answer? Customer-oriented software. Maybe have, yes. Here said data management software. What software organize, manage, and process business data concerned with inventory, customer, and vendor. That is all data. So is that data management? Yeah. '52, computer programs are known as operating system, application, multitasking software. So what would be the answer? Software. Yes, answer D. And 53, the dash tells the computer how to use its component, application, operation, network, utility. So what would be the answer? You're saying that operating system. Yeah. In 54, computer programs are written in a high-level programming language. However, the human reliable version of a program is called, utilizes said, what side, source code, host, what is saying? Source code, yes, source. 55, most application softwares today come with the interface called bottom user, icon, graphics. D, graphical interface. Let's see the answer. It is saying D. Yes, you are right. Android is, what is that? We know it. Android is very much familiar. Here saying that a collection of all these, but all application, interface, operating system. Android. Here answer is D. Android is all operating system, interface, application, all. Computer process. Yeah. 0 and 1. It's easily we know it, binary. And software for organizing a store and retrieval of information is an database, program, operating system, etc. Answer?
A.
Data warehouse. Yes, data warehouse. And then the 5th generation digital computer will be here artificial intelligence, external low cost, very expensive, facility. Which would be the answer?
D.
Artificial intelligence. A pixel is, a small resolve part of a picture. A virus, a picture stored in it. What would be the answer?
A picture.
It's a part of a picture. That means we know how much pixel is. How many kilobytes make a megabyte? What would be the answer? D. Yes. What is correcting error in a program called debug? Yes, you are right. The secret code that restricted entry to some program is access code, enter code, passcode, and what would be the answer? Access code. Access code. Now, what is software that is the electronic equivalent or a filling room? What is software that is a electronic equivalent of a filling room. Okay. Document management, electronic management, file net, file assembler software. So what would be the answer? A, document management. And next one also seen here, what do you call a company that provides software through the internet directly to the user's computer? Is the application service provider. Yeah. So this is we have discussed 65 number MCQ. Now with the true false, previously we discussed 15 number. Now continuing through the 16 number. So here, a portable projector enable an attorney to make cardroom presentation even if the cardroom is not otherwise equipped with high-tech equipment. So is it true or false? It's called true. Open architecture is a microcomputer enables that they use to add peripherals for the machine. True. In a virtual office, a legal professional can access much the same application software and document or record from a outside or courtroom or hotel room as if the person is sitting is or has desktop office, just like office. True. True. Scanning and imaging is an important aspect for any legal organization that wants to go no peripheral. It was false. Scanning and imaging an important aspect of any legal organization that wants to go no. Its answer would be if that question that yes, if no, then false. Okay. An auxiliary storage device stores information so that it can be retrieved for later use. True. Intranet is an internal network. कैसे है सर कैसे thank you. So intranet is an internet network designed to provide and disseminate information to internal staff by using the loop and field to the word www. True. Software is a program that enables a computer to perform a specific task as opposed to the physical component of the system. Obviously, must be true. Yeah. Application software include a variety of programs that can be subdivided into general purpose and function specific application category. It is also true. An assembler translates the symbolic instruction code of programs written in an assembly language into machine language instruction, where a compiler translates a high-level language statement. True. Web service are software components that are based on a framework of web and object-oriented standard and technologies for using the web and electronic link, the application of different users and different computing platforms. Object-oriented language like Visual Basic, C++, Java are also consider fifth generation language and have become major tools of software development. True. High-level language or third generation language use instruction, which are called a statement that include the brief statement of the architecture, arithmetic expression. True. The operating system is an integrated system of program that manages the operation of the CPU, control, and input, output, and stores, etc. It's also true or true. The major type of function of application software and system software are not available to computer user. It is if not delete, then yes. Operating system is a system software. True. So here 30 true false, and basically maximum true. That's why one thing that if we learn or think in our brain in the false things, sometimes these false things can be true. বলতে গেলে এটা যখন আমি একটা জিনিস আমি যদি ভুলটা পড়া হয় দেখা যায় ভুলটাই মাথার ভিতরে থেকে যায়। তো দেখা যায় যখন কোশ্চেনে আপনার যখন আসবে তখন দেখবে ভুলটাই মনে হবে সত্য, মানে ট্রু হয়ে মনে হবে। তো এই জন্য আমরা যতটুকু সম্ভব এগুলাই যেগুলি ট্রু গুলাই শিখবো আর ভুলগুলো আমরা কম শিখবো। মানে ট্রু গুলো শিখলেই কিন্তু ভুলটা তখন দেখা যাবে এটা ভুল চোখে ভেসে উঠবে। So that's why here including maximum is true. So this way we will continue and later. So here I think today I will not be able to continue. So here next class we will take data resource management and telecommunication and network, and this way we will complete our information technology. I think it's all for today. Okay, sir. So it's all for today. Inshallah, we will meet with you with next week, and I will give you the soft copy at night or at morning, and also editing the video. Also, I will upload with my YouTube channel. So thank you, Sarara. Take care. Allah Hafiz.
So